if I told you that the story of Jesus didn't begin in the New Testament? What if centuries before Bethlehem, before the cross, before the empty tomb, the story was already being written? Because it was. The Old Testament, written over 1,000 years by different authors in different places, tells one unified story, a story that points again and again to Jesus Christ. There are three powerful ways the Old Testament points to Jesus. First, prophecy, clear, specific predictions about a coming Messiah. Second, typology, real people, events, and symbols that act like shadows, pointing forward to something greater. And third, fulfillment. The New Testament shows how Jesus fulfills it all, perfectly, precisely, unmistakably. From the very beginning, the signal is there. In Genesis, right after humanity falls, God promises a deliverer, one who will crush evil at its root. That's not just a story, that's a promise. Then the patterns begin to emerge. The Passover lamb, whose blood saves from death. The bronze serpent, lifted up so people might live. Isaac, a beloved son, carrying the wood of his own sacrifice. These aren't random moments. They're signposts, each one whispering, "Look ahead, something greater is coming." And then come the prophets. They don't just speak in generalities, they get specific. A Messiah, born of a virgin, born in Bethlehem, from the line of Abraham, Judah, and David. A healer, a teacher, a man rejected by his own people. One who would be pierced, who would suffer, who would die, and somehow not remain in the grave. Written centuries before Jesus ever walked the earth, and yet fulfilled in remarkable detail. This is what makes the Bible so extraordinary. It's not a disconnected collection of religious writings. It's one story. From the covenant with Abraham, to the throne promised to David, to the sacrificial system in the law, everything is building toward a single moment in history. Jesus doesn't just appear in the New Testament. He is the fulfillment of everything the Old Testament was pointing toward. So what does this mean for us? It means this. The message of Jesus isn't random. It isn't accidental. And it isn't fragile. It's rooted in history, foretold in advance, and fulfilled with precision. And that gives us something powerful: confidence in truth, faith in God's promises, and the courage to trust Him no matter what we face. Because the same God who orchestrated centuries of prophecy is the same God who sees your life, your story, your future. And just like He was faithful then, He's faithful now. For more of the biblical history related to this topic, please visit the article linked in the description. And also don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.